Hey guys, look what I got my hands on. Super excited, you guys. All right, this is a 90-second T3 Gazelle hub tent. This is the old one. This is the new one. You'll see that this one is just a little bit taller. We're going to talk about why that's important in just a moment. Now, if you haven't been here before, my name is Michael. I founded Overland Bound. We're a worldwide adventure travel community for people like you who believe that adventure is necessary. So go over to overlandbound.com, consider becoming a member. All right, let's talk about a 90-second setup. We're going to pop this thing open and talk about the new features. Let's do it. Now you guys, when Corey and I use a ground tent, this is the tent we use. A 90-second setup is important. We're going to talk about why in just a minute. But let's roll some cheerful music and set this thing up in under 90 seconds. No cuts. Can I do it? All right, let's talk about why a 90-second setup is so important. The obvious reasons that we all know about. No one wants to mess around putting up a tent, that's clear. But let's look at that a little bit more closely. If you are traveling a lot, adventure travel, overland travel, you're on the road for days and days and days. And if you're going on a 3-week or 4-week trip and your setup time is 8 minutes, which I think you'd agree is conservative. If your setup time for a tent is 8 minutes, multiply that times 30 days. That's 240 minutes or 4 hours of putting up a tent. Ain't nobody got time for that. You don't want to be messing with your tent that much. You want to be enjoying the great outdoors. That's why a quick setup time is very important. Not to mention, if you can take it down, you can be on the road even more quickly, if you can take it down quickly. Oh yeah, if you're liking this video, make sure to like and subscribe. As you guys know, everybody wants to get outside because we've all been sheltered in place and all kinds of craziness this year. So these tents haven't been available for like 6 months. So I am gonna mention, we do have them in our store. Here's a cool thing. The recommended retail price on the tent is $320. We have them in the store for an introductory price of $239. So that's awesome. And if you're an Overland Bound member, you get an even deeper discount. So log in with your Overland Bound member email address and you'll see the member price. So that's cool. All right, now you guys might be familiar with the T3, one of the most popular tents for adventure travel. Some of the things that make this new version better is a larger footprint. The walls are more vertical, so you have more useful space when you're in the tent. It's long enough now for a cot on one side, so only one dimension is larger, but that's cool because now you can put a cot in there and the bag isn't that much taller, as you saw. Also, it's a new color. I prefer the new color. It's a nice deep green, blends in with the terrain a little bit more than the brighter green, so I like that. All right, now I'm gonna refer to my notes as we look at the tent and tell you the finer details of this. Well, first, so it fits 3 to 4 people, plenty of room for additional gear. I can attest to that myself. It's 57 inches tall, collapsed, so it will fit in most vehicles. It's clearly easy to assemble, and it has 6 tight weave mesh windows. So 6 windows, 2 doors, and an open roof without the rain fly. So that's really, really cool. Lots of ventilation, and you know, you can see everything around you 360 degrees. So that's awesome. All the zippers, one of the reasons it opens and closes so quickly is because all of the zippers are the YKK zippers. So they're the best zippers available. They do what they're supposed to do. You guys know how annoying lousy zippers are. There's a removable floor, which is cool. You can unvelcro the floor and sweep out the tent without having to lift up the tent or get a dustpan or something like that. So that's really cool. And the Velcro that they use is incredible. It's like space Velcro or something. I mean, it seals tightly so critters aren't gonna get inside even though you have that Velcro seam. It's got removable gear loft in the ceiling and 2 side lofts along the side of the tent, plus 4 pocket storage areas, 1 on each wall. So that's awesome. And it comes with the removable rain fly. The rain fly is pretty darn easy to put on. 4 stakes, 1 on each corner, and then the bungee tie downs, and you're done. So it's pretty easy to put on. Now, in terms of the weave and the actual material, and I've gotten specific questions about what type of weave. So it is 210 Oxford weave shell material. It's waterproof up to 2000 HH rating. That makes sense to about 4 of you, but now you know. It's a 300D Oxford weave floor material, which is waterproof to 5000 HH rating. And then all materials feature a UV 50+ rating, so it can withstand some sun without fading. As I mentioned, this is our preferred tent when we use a ground tent. This is what Corey and I use. We've really put it through its paces. It's a good quality tent. Now, if you got a family and you're interested in a larger version of the same tent, I also did a review of the T4 a little while back, so I'll link that right at the end of the video. If I didn't cover anything, I got something you can do too. Ask your questions in our expert section under this video, and I'll answer questions that you guys have. All right, hey, you guys probably want to know what it takes to close this thing. All right, go.